Well, welcome here to Worthen Arena. A little bit more of a somber tone that you've joined Andrew Walker and myself, Rick Johnston, the last couple of weeks. It is the WCRD Daily News post-game extra. Cards lose it to Kent State. Final score of 63-56. But Andrew, the big story was 38-22 at halftime. They were up by 9. They were about 9-8 early on, but then Kent State comes out a 19-0 run. Cards only make 2 field goals in that span of time. Really hurt the Cardinals here going into halftime.
Well, yeah, and I think we're going to touch on it later, but points in the paint really killed the Cardinals. They get outscored 40-10 against Miami in the paint. Come out, it's 20-2 in the paint in the first half. That really seemed to be the difference for the Cardinals. And it wasn't really even anything tricky that Kent State was doing. They were just driving the ball in and getting some layups, getting some good looks.
Kent State, a lot of athletic ball players, especially on the wing. 3 guards averaging double figures. Al Fisher came in, reigning MAC player of the year, held only 2 points today. That basket didn't come until just over 4 minutes to play in the second half. So great defense there, but you have guys like Tyree Evans coming off the bench, 11 points, Chris Singletary, 19 points, and Julian Sullinger with 13. Singletary, coach just touched on it in the post-game press conference. Singletary had to have 4 guys put on him in the first 8 minutes. He's a 3, but he's a big guy and kind of like in a Malik Perry type of mold.
I was watching these guys warm up pregame at my seat over there, and I was like, these guys aren't missing, you know? And especially, you mentioned Evans and Fisher and Singletary, they just weren't missing. And it transferred over to the game, and it definitely helped them out there, especially in that first half.
But whatever Coach Taylor said at halftime really sparked the Cardinals' offense. They come out, shoot 75% in the second half, 15 of 20, 3 of 6 from the three-point arc, and they hold Kent State to 8 of 21 shooting from the field and 1 of 5 from the three-point arc. They're led by Brandon Lampley, 21 points career high, and now Rob Giles with 18 points career high. They got within the 4 twice on 2 Jared Jones baskets, had a run of 14-6 in that second half. Just a little bit too little too late for the Cards.
Well, I thought Kent State was shooting lights out in the first half at 63%. Ball State comes out, shoots 75% in that second half. What really got him sparked, Jared Jones coming off the bench in the second half for the first time in probably all year, and comes in, gets a big block, gets a couple big shots, pulls them within 4, as you said. Brandon Lampley running that shot clock down, getting some acrobatic shots. But you know, ultimately the difference was we had to keep fouling and stopping that clock, and that seemed to be the difference tonight.
Talk about that one shot down there underneath the basket. He splits both defenders, loses the handle, then throws up a prayer, sinks in nothing but net with no time on the shot clock. He seems just to keep doing this week in and week out. Whenever you need a shot at the end of the shot clock, Brandon Lampley's your guy.
He did that against Toledo too. Rob Giles passes the ball, flex off the defender, he's right there in the corner. He just seems to be the right guy at the right time.
Tail of the tape, though, you mentioned it. We talked about points in the paint. Cards outscored 32-14. They have 17 turnovers to Kent State's 8, and on those turnovers, Kent State was able to get 16 points compared to Ball State's 4 points on turnovers. Second game in a row, the Cards have been dominated in the paint. Are you surprised by that a little bit?
Yeah, I am, because Ball State obviously has one of the MAC's best defenses, and their post players are good. They've been good this year. They've proven, you know, Jared Jones, Malik Perry, they're good defenders. They're good scorers down low. So it's something that, you know, it's a funk obviously they're going through, but I think before the MAC tournament, they're really going to work on that. And I think it'll be a lot better for the tournament.
It's really much of a mental thing. You see, you know, when you get the ball to Jones down there on the blocks early on, it gets that confidence going. But, you know, right now, it's just kind of something you just got to get over. They travel to Akron on Wednesday. They come back here next Sunday to host Buffalo, now the leading team in the MAC East. They just are going to finish out this MAC East run, and it's been a gauntlet so far, only winning 1 game against that MAC East.
Yeah, and Akron and Buffalo have been the toughest East teams this year, and it will be 2 good teams to play going back into the MAC West part of the schedule again.
For Andrew Walker, I'm Rick Johnston. Ball State travels to Akron on Wednesday for a 7 o'clock tip, and then they're back home at Worthen Arena next Sunday, February 15th, to host the Buffalo Bulls. And coming today, they were the MAC East leading team. This has been the DN WCRD postgame podcast, or YouTube broadcast, excuse me. Thank you very much for watching.